What it do you who, man? And here we are, back again with another character guide. And so, like I said previously, this series is more or less on a per request basis. And you guys seem to enjoy the last one, and we got some requests. So we do have some more character requests. So we do have more guides coming up. And today, the guide that we have, if you haven't noticed and couldn't tell, you could probably already know, it is no other than Videl herself. Man, and this guide actually has me excited. I don't mind that you guys asked for a Videl guide. As you know, if you've watched any of my recent videos, I've been packing people up with Videl, man. So, if you are new here and you're not familiar how I do a character guide, we're starting off. We're going to start with the moves list and go into the explanation of controls. We're going to move over to doing some combos, or most often a combo. We're going to jump into a play style, how I play the character, and then we wrap everything up with some ranked on the end. And so without further ado, today's guide, as you know now, is all about Videl. And we're just going to jump straight into the next section covering the move list. Okay, welcome back, everybody. So, like mentioned, we're just going to jump straight into the move list, which is the explanation of controls for the character, man. So, start things off. We're going to start with your skills, and we're going to start off with the after image strike. Now, this skill is huge for Videl. She is a low HP character compared to the rest of the cast in the game. So, after image strike, probably already know, but if you don't, it automatically dodges all attacks except for Key Blast for 15 seconds. So when you're a Videl with low HP, this skill can be a lifesaver for you. Moving on to Super Unyielding Spirit. So this is actually the same one that 18 has, believe it or not, and all it does is you enter Sparking mode, your melee attack and Key Blast attack power is increased for 15 seconds. Now, me personally, I don't use this because Videl only has but 3 skill count as it is. I do understand you can build skill count relatively quickly, but if you're going to spend the 3, you're going to get more benefit out of just popping the after image strike, and then if you want to charge up, you can just manually charge, honestly, and not only spend 1 skill count versus the 3. The melee attack and Key Blast attack power, I guess, could be nice, but you're not going to need it. Trust me, you will not need it. But into her blast attacks, her first one costs about 2 key bars, is Videl Kick. Essentially, it is nothing more than what it sounds like. Videl will kick you square in the forehead for damage. Moving next is Desperado Rush, which is about 3 key bars and also a rush. And it is a full combo for a rush attack. And I do like this. This is the one that is going to be used mainly in the combo. You can alternate the two with the combo you will be seeing later. It just really depends on how much key you do have access to at the point in time of doing the combo. And all in all, we're down to the ultimate, man. The ultimate is Videl Rush. Now, the ultimate personally is something that I don't use too often, realistically, just because when I'm playing Videl, I don't enter sparking that often. Just personally for me, for the character and the playstyle that I have, I don't need to go sparking too often. As you can see, we do have that super unyielding that gives you instant sparking, but like I mentioned, I don't really use it. So Videl Rush is a super sick ultimate, which is also a rush. She has nothing but rushes, but it's just something that for me, if you're planning to play Videl and how I play Videl, you just won't use it that often, right? So moving on, I've mentioned in my last guide, one of the important factors to take into account is what your step-in attack is. Videl's step-in attack is flying kicks, man, and this is actually huge, and we will get into that when we get over into the combo, but just remember, flying kick, step-in. And so into the actual rush change, he has a flying kick, a rolling hammer, she has Key Blast Cannon, and she has a heavy finish. So these are the main ones we are going to worry about. These are going to be the main ones used. We will use Lift Strike in the combo, but the rest here are just kind of general amongst other characters, like a Grand Slash and a Lift Strike. This is going to be something universal all characters have. But for Videl, these are the ones we are worried about. So I will show you those really quick. So we'll start with the step in, which is the flying kick, right? Then we have her rush chain flying kick. Then we have her rolling hammer. Yep. We have her ki blast cannon. And last but not least, we have her heavy finish. Oh. And her heavy finish, man. So that is the full Videl move list. And now we're going to head over into the combo section, and we're going to show you how to use this move list to put in together a nice solid combo for you. All right, here we are entering the combo portion. So usually how I start the combo portion off is I'm going to show you the full combo, and after that we're going to break down the combo piece by piece. Man, so without further ado, we'll just go ahead and do the combo. All right, so as you can see, it's roughly a 25k damage combo. That is the full combo. And like I mentioned before, you can substitute the Videl Rush for Videl Kick if you don't have access to the key for it. But nonetheless, it's go in and learn how to actually perform said combo. Right, the time is here. Now learn how to execute said combo. And before I do that, I am just going to mention how I narrate the controls. So for instance, I do play on PlayStation. So my melee button is square, right? So I am going to call that melee. And my triangle is my ki blast button, right? So we're going to call that ki. So for instance, melee ki, right? Well, that was 3 melee. So melee ki is your rolling hammer. So that's 2 melees plus the key press, and that will give you your rolling hammer, right? So that's just how I'm going to state how I'm doing the combo. But I did have someone in my last guide ask about inputs. I am going to try this time around to throw the inputs up on the screen for you as well as I'm doing it. That's just to try to clear up the confusion as much as possible. But without further ado, we're going to start it off. And so right here, as you can see, this is what we call dash range, right? So if I press my dash button, which is just the X button for me, I'm at a dash, right? If you come closer, move a little slower, you're in close, this is what we call step range. So now when I press my dash input, I'm doing steps. So we start the combo with our step and attack, which if you remember is our flying kick. So to start things off, you're going to start with a step in into your ki, which is going to give you your flying kick, like so. After that, we're going to move into Videl's rolling hammer, which is melee ki. So it's going to look like this. That's 3. Okay. 1, 2. That's also 3. 1, 2. Into her rolling hammer. Sorry for the technical difficulties, right? So after we get the rolling hammer, you will now have the back of the character. And for reference, when you do the rolling hammer, I am for the combo, for the portion that you've seen, I do charge it. So when I go for the rolling hammer, I hold the key button and it'll charge it. In real time, in a real fight, you may not always have that option because charging does allow your opponent to have some time to recover. So if you want to maximize damage, if you are going to hit the full combo, you can go for the charges for more damage. But just note that it does include gaps occasionally that the opponent can counter out of, so you may not land the charges, but if you're really just trying to hit the combo off and do the damage, do not charge anything, just go for it straight raw. For this purpose, we're just going to go for them charged, just so you can see them. But after the rolling hammer, you get their back, they're going to do a full rush chain with a step in, so that's going to be 5 presses into a step in. After that step in, I do up in melee, right? So we're going to do the full step in into an up in melee, and now we're going to do one more after that. So you're going to do another rush chain, but into a down in melee. Okay, after that we're going to do about 3 or 4 hits or so, and then we're going to do the heavy finish, which is actually 4 hits. So after that second one, you're going to do 4 hits into your heavy finish. And after the heavy finish is we're going to include about 3 more hits, 3 to 4, really up to you at that point. And then we're going to go into a lift strike. Your lift strike is going to be up and key after those 3 to 4 presses that we do. After that, you press X, which will dash you up to them like I did. And then you're just going to mash your melee button until it knocks the character away, right? After it knocks the character away, we jump straight into Desperado Rush, man. So I'll show you the end portion again. Yep, she's away. Desperado Rush, boosted if I have the key for it. I do pull down on my analog stick as well to help kind of make sure I'm guiding the rush attack to the character when they're on the ground. And that is the full execution of the combo for Videl. And like I said, I am going to hopefully try to edit in some inputs for some of that to try to clean it up and have it look a little better for you guys. Without further ado, last but not least, we are going to move into a play style of how I actually play this character into that. Alrighty, so now we are into the play style portion. You guys got the skills down, the move list, you got the combo. Now you're ready to put it all into action, man. So one of the key things to note, like we mentioned when covering said skills, is after image strike, man, which is her first skill. It costs 3 skill count to the 4 that she has max. And as you know, you pretty much just dodge everything for 15 seconds outside of E-Blast, you know what I mean? So me personally, when it comes to using it, I try not to use it too often just because I'm not trying to be one of those people who just sit there and spam after image strike. But if I am low HP, I will pop it. If it comes down to a matchup that I feel is unfair for at least Videl, like your, you know, the Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas and such, I will run after him strike all day without a care at all. But it is part of her kit. It is super strong. So if you want to use it, go ahead. I am not going to stop you or say anything to you if you just want to run it on repeat, because it does give you an advantage and you are a low HP character. But after image strike will be strong when it comes to the play style for Videl. And then other than that, man, it's super basic. She doesn't have too much for her. So you do remember that the combo starts in with a step in flying kick, right? Videl's flying kick, she also has one on melee key. So just melee key. So those are your 2 ways to start your combo. And then you just go into the full combo that we had previously showed off. And from there, that is the whole playstyle, man. It's just literally, the playstyle doesn't really even change from character to character. Like once you have a combo down, your goal is to just kind of fish for your combo, fish for your openings, open them whenever you can, get a rolling hammer. Once that rolling hammer's out, you're just full into your combo at that point, right? Like I got that rolling hammer out and I'm into the combo. You see what I'm saying? So whether it's a step in flying kick, whether if it's a rush chain flying kick, or if I'm just fishing in general, like I start from back here and I just go straight into the rolling hammer, however you can get it, however you make it happen, you go for that combo, man. And every once in a while, yeah, you can switch it up, maybe go for a ground slash into a Videl kick or something, you know, just for that extra damage. You know, you do have more tools in your kit than just out of the things I've mentioned, but your goal for the playstyle is, I'd say, use it wisely, but smart is going to be your after image strike. So put that after image strike to use for you. And then from there, it's just all about fishing for that combo, man. Fishing for that combo. And that will maximize your damage output on Videl. The main playstyle is essentially just, with her after image strike and doing that combo, is not to get hit and blow people up. And that's essentially how I try to play Videl. That is going to be the playstyle for her. And without further ado, now it's time to take all of this and jump into some ranked matches, man. Righty, man. So you guys know the game plan. Seems like we got a Team Gohan before us. So we're just gonna try to make it do what it do. You know the game plan. Got the play style to combo it down. You know what we're aiming for, right? So let's try to put this all into motion. I'm about to run right at him. That's unblockable when charged, by the way. Rolling hammer. We're going to go for the full combo here if we can. Good super counter. Not much we could have did. We have more key. As long as we don't choke this, we win this for the free skis. Oh, he's making me nervous, though. We're actually gonna... into the rolling hammer. Charge this up. We're gonna go into a ground strike here and just for the Videl kick. Just to get the damage, honestly. Because he was blocking, so I couldn't properly get the rolling hammer out. We're gonna charge up. We're gonna go to him. He blasted him a couple times. Let him get up. Okay, he woke up and turned around. That's on me. We win this, but we're gonna actually hit him down and charge up. We're gonna let him come to us this time if he wants to. If not, we're just gonna slowly walk in some key blasts. Whoa. No, he tried to grab me, so we're gonna sidestep that and get a full combo here. Good super counter. Hit him back down. Oh, I got cut by the... He went sparking. It's fine. Aftermath strike, because he's in sparking. He's gonna try to key blast me out. I rolling hammered him. Charge that up. Charge rolling hammer. Good perception. He grabbed me. Good grab. He's 1 HP though. As long as we play our cards right. Yeah. I don't know if that was the plan. 1 HP to Z burst dash me, but we got him out of there, man. But we will see if he's down to run the rematch. And you see what I'm saying about that aftermath strike? Literally saved my life. He popped sparking. I popped aftermath strike, knowing he was going to try to land that ultimate, and it saved our life. Even though I was mid-rolling hammer, it's still, aftermath strike still procs and gave me the back. So, hey, I mean, I'll take what I can get, honestly. Well, that's the game plan. Full effect. You guys seen it. You witnessed it. So we're going to try it again. See what we can make happen. I'm going to slow approach this time. Okay, he did the same thing. I know he tried to grab me again, so we're just going to take the full back combo off the rip. Good super counter, actually. We do have the key advantage here. If he gives us enough for a Videl kick, we're doing it. It didn't come out. Hate to see it. Take his back. Good vanish. Good rolling hammer. I turned around, unfortunately for you. Get the rolling hammer out. Beautiful. See? If he's super counter, and there's not much we can do, but I held that way too long. He's going to keep trying to go for that grab. Yep. And rolling hammer. Yep. See, sometimes you do have to proc it up with a heavy finish. Comes out real nice. We're just going to go into the lift strike here. And go the full thing. And he recovered, actually. Rolling hammer. Charged rolling hammer at that. If he doesn't super counter here, he dies. GG's, baby. G freaking G's. He recovered so fast. We would have had the full combo like earlier with the Videl rush and everything, but he just recovered so quick right there. But solid fights. Solid fights. Let's see if he wants to run it back. No, he just gave us the set and was good to go. Nonetheless, I mean, hey, I'm fine with it. We did take that set. We can get up out of here as quick as we possibly can before it says opponent found. You hate to see it, right? It happens so darn quick. But nonetheless, man, that is it for the Videl. That is the full guide, if you will, man. And like I said, the series is like per request basis. I have gotten some more requests, so there are more guides coming after this one. I don't only do guides, but I will be sure to try to get to these next other guides, man. And if you do like the guides, like the content, please be sure to drop a like, comment while you're at it, and don't forget to subscribe while you're here, man. But all in all, this is Videl, and now I'm at it. Deuces.
Make some